We all have quirks. Things that we tend to find embarrassing that we really only talk about with people we're close to or know really well. Today, I'm here to tell you why you should actually be bringing up these quirks more when socializing. Specifically, I'm going to show you how to turn these things that initially seem like a downside into an advantage to make you more charismatic. So, I'm going to break this video down into 2 simple tips. Simple at face value, but not so easy to put into practice. And they're going to be using them as an opportunity to make jokes and building your status up first, then using that additional unexpected quirk to make you seem like a more interesting and mysterious person. Making a joke about yourself, or rather a particular quirk you have. So don't take yourself too seriously, don't be so uptight. You could even go into self-depreciation if you want. Okay, remember how I said that these tips would sound really simple at face value? Well, you might think, oh, so I just gotta roast the hell out of myself, huh? Well, that's easy since I'm f***ed up in so many ways. No, it's unfortunately not that simple. In fact, it's so easy to mess up if you don't approach the joke right. For it to work, the execution has to be done well. Otherwise, it can come off completely wrong. It won't have the impact that you want it to. So how do we execute this well? The key point is again going to sound very simple, but don't tune out yet. And that is to be confident in the delivery. The joke can only be funny if you seem like you totally own it and are fully confident in the delivery. As long as you don't show insecurity in what you're making fun of, people are going to be at ease and actually laugh with you. I mean, think about it. How can others laugh about it if you're too uptight and can't even laugh about it yourself? The joke would come out awkward as f***, and you would make not only yourself, but others feel uncomfortable as well. I like to drink by myself because I have no friends. I'm so sorry. See, the last thing you want to achieve from this is for others to think that they actually need to pity or comfort you. An instance that I came across once that was really memorable and made a good impression on me was... So I was in a class discussion about something related to studies on self-report of exercise or something. Don't worry too much about the context, but basically this girl made a valid point about how different people interpret the term exercise differently. What she said was, and I quote, "Walking might be considered exercise for some people." Now, at this point, it doesn't look too good, huh? I remember the room just went silent for a bit, because I mean, it looked like she just made fun of people who are a little unfit or thick. But then, what she said next completely turned this potentially awkward situation around. She went on to make a joke about herself by saying, "Well, it sure is for me." And keep in mind, this girl in no way looked unfit, okay? So you could assume that she's not insecure in the least about the part of herself that she's poking fun at, and that's exactly what made this whole joke work. Okay, that's slightly getting besides the point of using your quirks, but if you can develop the skill of poking fun at yourself with the utmost confidence, you can literally apply this to any quirk about yourself. For example, if you're a major weeb and hug your waifu body pillow to sleep every night, although I bet your ass it's not as soft as my limited edition premium silk lining aqua pillow. See what I did there? Literally the tip I just covered. Just kidding though, I don't have a body pillow.
But I wish I did! Oh my...
That part wasn't a joke, I actually do wish. What? They look mad comfortable. Moving on. So this next step will take a bit of work before you can reach this point. And what I'm talking about is developing your charisma and then breaking out the quirk about yourself. So to explain this, a question for you guys first. Have you ever had the experience of being around someone who's just super confident, outgoing, gets along with everyone, and just has a ton of friends? You know, pretty much the type of person that everyone aspires to be. So you've known them long enough to form a solid impression of them, and in your head, you've just built them up to be this incredibly charismatic individual. And then you find out a quirky fact about them. For example, they turn out to be a huge geek and are into technology, or they might have a weird hobby like catching insects, collecting gemstones, or even better, they're a hardcore weeb with a full-blown manga collection at home. What? Doesn't that just make the person way more interesting? I personally love it. Like, they now have this new mysterious vibe about them, which makes them that much more attractive. Although, to be completely fair, the way you would react to finding out something like that would depend on the type of person that you are. I mean, I suppose some people would be weirded out or put off by a revelation like that, like the whole good impression has been ruined or something. But personally, when I come across a situation like that, I find it sexy as f***. Like, are you kidding? I'm just there thinking like, yo, this and that, and you like Pokemon? So, in relation to my tip for you guys, one option is, if you don't want to be too liberal with sharing your quirks with the world, what you could do is build up yourself first, develop yourself as a person, and I know that sounds like bad advice from me since it's so much harder said than done. I know, been there before, but that's exactly why I'm here. Join the journey with everyone else watching this channel to become a better, more sociable and outgoing person. Then, when the time comes, hit them with that weep confession, man. Trust me, this will not ruin people's impressions of you. It will make it even better. Although I should put it out there that there will always be those few people who won't hang out with you anymore just because of those small things. But you know what? That's fucking good on you, because you've just expressed yourself genuinely. And in addition, you've used that as an opportunity to filter out those shallow people from your life. If they're willing to ditch you for something so insignificant, should you really be calling them your friends anyway? See, if you never open up, you'll always miss the chance to connect deeply with people, which means you would never know who would actually accept you for who you are and who you should really be calling your close friends. Alright, that's all I have for you guys today. So, after watching, you might have gotten the impression that I keep going back to the point that you need to be more confident and really own it before you can even use any of these tips. And you're not wrong. I know confidence is very difficult to tackle and definitely takes time to develop. Also, I probably will do a video just on confidence in the future. Although, don't get me wrong, I am in no way, shape or form super confident. But hey, I did used to be much worse. And I reckon the steps that I took to improve might just help some of you guys too. So let me know if you like that. So thanks for watching, give a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Also leave a comment on what else you'd like to see. And cool, see you in the next one. Peace.